Somebody wants me to cook supper. I wonder who that is. Hey, Poochie Boo, you want Bud cook supper? You want Bud cook supper? Huh? What do you want? You want Bud cook supper? What, are you bored? Are you bored? You know, like you're bored. Yeah. Do you want me to cook supper? Yeah. Okay, I'll cook supper. The only answer I can give is my mom. My mom was definitely the best cook that ever lived. And she would cook every night. Every night. There's Poochie. She's hungry. She also hears voices out in the hallway. 5 strips of bacon right here that I'm chopping up. Okay. Yeah, it was almost like every night at supper was like Sunday dinner when I was growing up. This skillet, by the way, is on medium. I'm going to let this braise up. I'm not going to add salt since the pork itself was cured in salt. But I am going to throw pepper on it. And and I mean to tell you, those were some of the most delicious meals I've ever had. I have never learned to cook quite like her. I'm cutting this cabbage to put on that bacon after the grease renders. And the bacon is cooked more than what it was cooked at when I got it out of the store. Okay, anyway, um, neighbors ask me a lot of times, don't you ever get tired of cooking? Well, of course I do. Yellow onion. Of course I do. My sister Judy and I will go out on Friday. That's when I don't have my license because I don't see very well, and I'm scared I'm going to hit a child or something. That's a garlic. I'm only going to use one clove of this. Of course I do. So Judy will come over and pick me up, and we'll go get groceries, or and if I'm not picking up anything that like ice cream or something, we'll go eat after I do my shopping. Or if I am, we'll go eat before I do the shopping. We do that every Friday. So anyway, that's what we do. Grocery shop and go out to eat. So I'm only human. I get tired of cooking, but I was raised under cooking. Good cooking, as a matter of fact. And so I keep it up. All right. And so I'm used to having supper. Now, onion, garlic. All right. Throw a little bit more pepper on that. I was going to say salt, but the bacon has enough salt in it still. I will be adding salt, like when I add the cabbage. Okay. Well, anyway, the meal, $8 or $9, $8 or $9 could not touch the meal that I'm going to make, which is breakfast. It's diner type food, but it's kind I like. But anyway, it cost you about $8 or $9 the meal that I'm making tonight. If you went out and bought it at a grocery store or bought it at a restaurant, I'm eating it for about everything I'm going to be making. I've already made the biscuits earlier, um, but it's going to cost me about $4. All right, here is where you add the cabbage. This is where you add salt. 2 pinches. And that's another thing I like about home cooking, is it smells good. Okay, I got some more cabbage to put in that. Now, when your cabbage starts mounting up like this, you need to fold, but don't fret. Don't fret. Cabbage cooks down, so you'll have room to put the rest of your cabbage. When your cabbage when your cabbage gets going really well, take a small kettle like this. It depends on how many people you're feeding. You might want a little bigger. Hold on. And turn your heat on medium. Medium. You want a medium heat. Take you some bacon grease. Quite a bit. And put in that pan. Bacon grease. And a little butter. Maybe a tablespoon worth. And throw in this pan that's over medium heat. Have a whisk ready. That's salted butter, by the way. Take take a quarter cup of flour, or there's about. Throw on the grease and butter and whisk until it starts to look like wet sand. This is where you add just a little bit of cayenne. You don't want to blow anybody's head off, so just a little bit of cayenne pepper. Ta-da! No more than that. And then just continue whisking. And then what you're going to do is you're going to alternate between flour and milk, flour and milk, flour and milk. You may want to add more black pepper as you go, but your gravy will thicken up. You might want to add a little bit more flour. Only do it a quarter cup or so at a time. Never overfill the quarter cup and stir that in. But you gotta wait till your pan, till each addition gets hot enough to add. Okay, now you're gonna see that it's too thick. Just go ahead and add milk. And stir. Pepper. And you're gonna do this each time you add your additions. Sometimes you may want to leave out the flour and just add milk. Sometimes you might want to thicken it up, leave out the milk and add the flour. I use whole milk. So you see, there is no exact science on how to make gravy. All right, my cabbage is pretty much done. So what I want to do now is turn the heat to the cabbage on low to keep it warm. And so the burner will cool off for when I put the eggs in. Don't forget to keep stirring your gravy so it won't burn on the bottom of your pan. That will cause your gravy to scorch. Now, if you want to warm up your biscuits, like I baked my biscuits this morning and didn't eat all of them, and I want them warmed up. So I did not preheat the oven to 300, but I put it at 300 and I put my biscuits in there. And I'm going to look in about 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to take them out because they're already cooked. They're already baked. Gravy's dead. Gravy's dead. It's done. Yum yum. Okay. You want to put your cabbage and bacon in a serving bowl. Now, pour your 3 eggs over that hot grease. Let them cook slow. Let them cook slow. Add salt. Little dabble do you on that one. and black pepper. Whisk the gravy. Whisk the gravy. Get some get a bowl for your dog. Ladle some gravy in it so it will be cooled by the time it's time to eat. Okay, take you some gravy. Ladle over the biscuits. It's actually one biscuit cut in two. Put it back on the hot. Put it back on the hot burner, but make sure your burner is turned off. Your gravy burner is turned off, or your cup of coffee. But the main reason I cook is because it's good. And where are you going to buy at a restaurant a meal like this for $4? Save you some money, y'all. We gone. Bye bye.